Welcome to this new how-to. In this how-to we're gonna fly a cargo mission using NeoFly. I already selected the mission, which is this one, so I select the option stack mission, which results in that the mission will be added to the flying sector. As you can see on the bottom, we're using a Cessna, qualification A, 160 lbs is the fuel weight, and if we now click fly this mission, you will see that some stuff changes. For example, the mission weight changes, right? So the mission weight changes, so now we know that we need to set the cargo weight in our aircraft to 290 lbs. As you can see, it's not yet connected to a flight simulator, so if you select connect and fly, you will see that some of the buttons are starting to green. Or starting to switch to green, I should say. So the connection is green, the aircraft is green, the airport is green, the motor is not on, the parking brake is set, qualification, that's what we met, and the payload, current payload is 340, due 460, and the PAX is green. So let's first fix the mission weight. And to do that, we need to switch to Flight Simulator and keep in mind the 290 lbs. So here's Flight Simulator, and here you've got the option to set the view, and you will find the cargo here, right? So if you double click the option here and then set it to 290, then it should be okay.
Good morning. The cargo mission will start as soon as you get on your plane in the parking.
So that was the pilot, right? So, or the pilot, so that was the ATC, I should say. And if we would now switch back to NeoFly, let's do that. Let me double check. Yeah, NeoFly, you will see that the payload is now also green, and only the thing which is not green is the motor, right? So we need to start the engine. So let's go back to the airplane, and then I would say start for this mission. So we close this window, and then if you want, you can open the checklist and start with the with all the checks, right? There's another option, of course, that you can also hit the control and the E key, which will do everything automatically for you. So to speed up the process, I'm going to do that. If you want to make it more challenging, then of course follow all the stuff. So let's see. So here we have the flight. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna define the destination. So we're gonna set up a direct flight. And a direct flight, we need to switch again to NeoFly, goes to Echo Hotel November Delta. So we're gonna use this knob here to change it. What was it? Echo.
Transporter loading is complete. Let's go.
So transport is complete. Echo Hotel. Oh. Oh. November Delta. Come on. Let me do it a different way. Sometimes you need to just be in front of the option here. And now we're gonna switch it again, or push it in again. Echo. Hotel. November Delta. What's this? Does it again? So let's try it one more time. Echo Hotel. November. I don't know what this is. Why does it do it? Though in that case we can also use the nearest option. So now the flight is configured, right? We used it, we did it using the nearest button. For some reason it didn't like the way we did it. So let's ask, or let's contact clearance and on ground, and then say we're gonna ask departure straight out.
Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha with Alpha request taxi for takeoff departing straight out.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha taxi to in hold short of runway 06 via taxiway. Contact tower on 118.205 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 06 using taxiway Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha.
So we're gonna taxi. So as you can see, I also opened the Neopad add-on, which makes sense, right? So let's switch this one to GPS, and then let's start slowly turning, right? So we're gonna slowly taxi. Oh, it's the other way around. In Rotterdam airports there's always a bit shocky for some reason. In the meantime, I'm gonna drop flaps by one. So what we need to do is we're departing from runway 06, so we need to make some turns because we're now flying in the incorrect direction, so we need to make a right turn and then fly to Numansdorp Airport. Here we are, gonna close Neopad because we don't need it for now. Then we're gonna request clearance.
Rotterdam Tower, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha ready at runway 06 departing straight out. Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha altimeter tray 0.27 wind 050 at 20. Straight out departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 06.
Acknowledge it.
Cleared for takeoff runway 06 Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha.
And here we go. Up to our first mission. Deliver some cargo. It's a small one, so that's good.
Transporter, good flight.
Good flight, thank you. Yaw damper is pretty sensitive, as you can see. So we're gonna make a turn. There's a part of the airport, as you can see. continue the turn. And there's the city. Which we will partially use. So we're not going to use the autopilot because it's a very short mission, right? So it doesn't make any sense to do that. We're just going to climb a little bit. Not too much. 2,500 feet is the ID. And what we're trying to do is, if you look at this map, right, we're trying to get to this pink line, which you can also see in the main display on the left display, sorry. So if we're, say, flying straight to it, the line should be in the middle, which is not the case yet. In the meantime, we're gonna close the HC for now. As you can see the city center of Rotterdam being displayed. So the Erasmus Bridge, some large buildings, pretty heavy scenery because it's I would say, as you can see, it's not going fluently. Meantime, keep an eye on the on the direction, of course, and also on the altitude. So let's see what the Neopad shows in the meantime. Neopad shows this, right? So you can zoom in using the options. Keep in mind that if you want to scroll down, it goes a little bit slow, so be aware of that. As you can see, it does not go very fluently, so that's why I sometimes use the other option. There's always an option to. So we're gonna acknowledge that. You can always center on the aircraft, as you can see, by using this button. But to be honest, I prefer to use the basic options. So we're not gonna request any IFR clearance or IFR plan because we're simply flying VFR. In the meantime, we climbed already above the altitude which we wanted, so let's go a little bit lower. So we're 12 miles from the other airport. So what we can do is we can already contact it. That's number 2, and listen into the traffic. Maybe select a runway for landing. So let's open the VFR map in that case, and let's see if we can already zoom into it to see what the most optimal runway would be. Although in some cases, as with this one, you can't see it, so be aware of that. What are the other options which you can do? Well, there's always an option to search on the internet for the map. In most cases, the internet will have a map which will contain the information. As you can see, the yaw damper is a little bit high, so we're increasing like crazy, which is not what we wanted to do because we're almost there already. So let's decrease throttle also a bit. In the meantime, reduce flaps. also helps. So we're currently at 5 miles from our destination already. So we're coming pretty close. But to finish my story, right, so what you can do is you can open a web browser and then search for, let's say, the destination airport. In most cases you will find a map which shows you exactly which runway is located where. Adjusting the fuel damper a bit. So let me see if I can find a map in the meantime. Normally you would of course do that prior to flying. Runway 90. So I found it on the airportguide.com, which is a really useful site. If you don't know it, I will put it in the description. Trying to see if there's some information about the runway numbers. Looks like it's not really mentioned anywhere, to be honest. In that case, we've got a challenge, of course. So let's select runway 19 and then say, okay, we're gonna announce a full stop. In the meantime, we're gonna drop speed. We're gonna announce the position.
Echo Hotel November Delta traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha 3 miles north 2,300 feet inbound to land runway 19er.
And I can already warn you that this airport is, I would
Echo
say, a
Hotel
really
November
nasty
Delta
one,
traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha is on
because you
final runway
almost
19er
can't
to land.
recognize it. Can drop the flaps again to reduce speed, but to ensure that we've got enough, say, drag. In the meantime, we're gonna circle a bit there, because actually we're flying almost over the airport, although you can't see it. Yeah. How do I know? Well, because I flew here before. So the airport is located on our left side. We would open the VFR map, and then when we switched on GPS tracking, of course. Let me zoom out a bit. So the airport is now on our left hand, as you can see. In the meantime, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a turn and then try to land. I think the airports with the let's say cross runways, those are the most hardest to find, and those are the most challenging ones to find. As you can see, we were getting really close to the airport, which makes turning a little bit more difficult. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fly a little bit away and then make the turn. So I'm gonna hide the HC. And there's the airport, as you can already see. Although again, it's really difficult to see, but the runway is
500.
straight in front. The only question, of course, always with these grass runways is where starts the runway. Well, the runway starts, we're almost there. Here's some road. And here's the runway.
Transporter from dispatch. Nice landing. Go to the next parking and put your parking brake on. I'll be
So it looks like we did something good. So we're gonna turn the aircraft. And then drive to the airport and park our plane. And once we've set the parking brake, it should be enough. Pretty bumpy, as you can see. I'm not the right. It looks like the aircraft or the airport's here, but it's kind of strange, I would say, because you would expect it to be. There's Echo Hotel November Delta, but if you look at this, you wouldn't expect this to be an airport, right? So let's set the parking brake, and then let's hope that this is enough.
Transporter from dispatch. Okay, nice job. Someone is coming to take the cargo. I'll call you when it's done.
So it looks okay. So let's wait for the cargo to be picked up. You hear some doors, so it looks nice. Which sounds nice, I should say. You don't see anything at the outside, as you can see. So you just need to wait till you get the confirmation.
Transporter from dispatch. The cargo was picked up by the customer. Your mission is completed.
So we completed the cargo mission. So in this video I showed you how you can do the cargo mission. So if we would now switch to NeoFly again, you will see that it's back into disconnected state. You can see the log has been changed, right? So we did the unloading and disembarking, so it keeps a full track of the log. So it says, okay, here you started waiting for the engine, then the motor was on, and then at 8:55 we were airborne. Landing bonus lost. So it looks like we lost something. We lost a bonus. Not sure why. So maybe it's listed here, -303, which is bad. But eventually we were okay, right? We got some experience points. But again, the landing one was not too good. Maybe that's due to the speed, because the speed we hit the ground was, I would say, a little bit rough. Other than that, what you can do is you can go to your log file here, which will show you the mission, right? So you can see, okay, hey, did I complete the mission? Yes or no? Was the bonus comfort, the type of mission, and when pressing view, it will show you, okay, the path you took from the departing airport to your destination. Here ends this video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, then consider to use the like button. If you've got questions or comments, then feel free to post them below the video. And if you want to stay up to date about new videos I'm posting, then consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.